Hi, Dr. C here, and I'm going to read just a little bit to you today from one of my recent books that is out on Audible now. It's called Artifact, and the author is Riano McFarland. And it's a really fascinating science fiction story about a rock. It had been careening through space for over 1 billion years. What began as a massive planetoid with a diameter of nearly 600 miles had been whittled down from millions of years of intergalactic travel, colliding with other planetoids, being pounded by meteor showers, crashing through asteroid belts and space debris, slingshotting around planets, and fracturing against the atmospheres of countless celestial bodies before settling in on its final trajectory, Earth. Trailing a few million years behind the asteroid which caused an extinction-level event that ended the age of the dinosaur, it entered Earth's upper atmosphere as a meteor the size of a large melon, shedding mass in the atmospheric burn-off before plunging into the frozen heart of a glacier at the edge of the Arctic Circle. After burrowing its way deep into the embrace of the surrounding ice, the red-hot meteorite was barely the size of an olive when it finally cooled and came to rest. As ice ages came and went, the extraterrestrial fragment was further compressed beneath the weight of millennia of snow, ice, and permafrost as the polar ice cap expanded and receded, pushing the fragment further south with each subsequent advance. By the time the ice from the Pleistocene epoch began to recede, the fragment had traveled as far south as the Great Lakes Basin, where it was deposited along with 6 quadrillion gallons of glacial meltwater and a variety of colorful stones scraped from the bedrock as the glacier plowed ceaselessly forward. On the pebbly shore of Lake Huron, it was in no way exceptional, paling in comparison to the smooth, brightly colored stones surrounding it. It was oddly plain and misshapen, with its only outstanding attribute being its weight, which was easily 5 times that of the other stones, measuring twice its size. The dull bluish-gray color made it nearly invisible on a beach otherwise littered with vibrantly pigmented natural masterpieces. Laying there in peaceful serenity, it remained undisturbed for another 15,000 years, as the stones surrounding it were collected by indigenous beachcombers and fashioned into Native American jewelry and adornments. A shaman from the Wyandot Nation originally discovered the fragment, sensing the enormous energy radiating from within the heavy, bland object. He kept it, revering it as a magical totem and passing it down from generation to generation as the Wyandot Nation enjoyed centuries of peace and prosperity. By the mid-1600s, while the object remained within the tribe's possession, the reverence for it did not. After the shaman traded the sacred object for 2 kegs of rum during a drunken stupor, turmoil erupted among the different factions of the Confederacy. Not all the tribes were receptive to the religion force-fed to them by the European black robes, and the resulting internal discord tore at the very fabric of their unified nation. Without the influential energy of the artifact, the Wyandot Confederacy was decimated by tribal infighting, European-born diseases, and attacks by adversarial tribes seeking to gain control of the vast territories formerly dominated by them. Anyway, it is a fascinating story. The rock ends up in England at one point, comes into the possession of a certain Jack the Ripper, makes its way back to the United States, and affects the fate of humanity. It's pretty cool. Check it out. It's on audible.com. The Artifact by Riano McFarlands.